Hey everybody, this is Timmy J with Hot Pixel Imagery, and I am here with a video for you today about caging your camera. Why would you want to take your small, nice, compact little APS-C, in this case, camera, and put a large, heavy cage on it? Well, fair enough. Down with the hardest of heads. There are a lot of reasons why this camera in particular, the a6600, but many other cameras suffer from very shaky video performance. And by adding a cage with a little bit of weight, and it allows me to get a little more stable video footage handheld with one of these cameras. Cameras such as this Sony a6600, this camera has IBIS, in-body image stabilization. However, it's not very good IBIS, and when you're trying to handhold video, often you could see where the IBIS could use a little improvement. Another thing about this camera here is the only spot that you could attach a microphone is on the top of the camera, which this is a flip up style screen on the a6600. So if you flip the screen up, your microphone will sit directly in the middle of your screen. Yes, there are solutions out there, little pieces you can buy to relocate that, but I find I would much rather just have the camera in a nice cage, and that way I can mount whatever I want, wherever I want, have more stable footage, like I said, more places to mount accessories, and a little bit of protection around my cameras, like having a bumper around your camera, as well as being able to attach the camera quickly to a tripod or monopod or whatever you're shooting with. The cage will fixate to a tripod or monopod much quicker than just the bare camera. So anyways, there's a lot of reasons why this a6600 suffers without the cage. Once I put it in the cage, I find it's just fine. I get good video footage, and I don't have to worry because the microphone is out of the way of the screen. Because I'm a content creator and a hybrid shooter, I'm often in front of the camera and I want a forward-facing screen. I like the flip-up implementation personally, but I don't like the microphone sitting right in the middle of the screen. All these, the IBIS, the microphone being right in front of the screen, and inability to just plunk the camera on a tripod, all of those problems can be solved by adding a cage. So all of these are just cages I have. This one is for this particular camera. We are going to cage this. Okay, so go online, figure out whichever cage is going to fit your camera, and then all cameras, I mean, I don't know about all, but most cameras in the box will come with these little eyelets on the side. So in my case, I have these Peak Design anchors, first camera straps or whatever. We're going to put those on the cage. Most cameras will come with these little eyelets on the side of the camera and these little plastic little things. So all you really need is you could do it with a butter knife even, but I have this little flat pointed tool here that I'm going to just use real quick and simply come in here. You just use your fingernail to peel these back off. Okay, you get the little pieces off, don't lose them, just keep them in case. Pretty easy to get these little your black plastic eyelet thingies off. And then all you have to do, same tool here, is just tough video, man. Tough video. For the love of God. Alright, you got your first eyelet off. Come around, same process on the second eyelet. It's actually not very difficult to do. You just gotta have a little tool or something that you can use to... There we go. Take a little patience. I'm in a full-blown sweat over here. I apologize. But at the end, it only takes a minute or two. If you just kind of hang on. Get that. There's your little triangles, your little tips. You hold on to those for later. So we're going to grab the cage now. We've got our cage, and this part is pretty easy. Importantly, first of all, before I get started on this, there is a little screw on most of these cages that sits right over here on the side. And I'm going to take a little Allen wrench and back that out, because this is going to make it so my camera doesn't wiggle from side to side inside of this. We got that. Take that little thingamajiggy out of there. Take the camera. So you can see. And the camera will slide right in to place, generally speaking. Flip it up like this. You take your, there's a tool built in right there for this, but okay, you got your camera secured in there. You'll notice this little eyelet over here will line up perfectly for you. So you can basically, instead of being an idiot like me, you can go ahead and put your lens back on the camera now that you've got the bottom one in. That. So now your sensor's covered at least. And then right over here, we've got that little nut we just took out. You get the little Allen wrench that comes with it, and you can just, this will help it so your camera is not swaying side to side. Boom. Okay, so there we have it. The camera is now caged. So we come over here and grab a couple of things. Set them here in our little tool pile, like nice and neat. I like to have a tool pile in my videos. No, I don't. I like neat. Okay, but anyways, now we don't have to worry about the now we don't have to worry about the microphone placement being right in front of our screen. We can pop this. Boom. Now, if I want to be in front of the camera and see what it is that I'm doing, I can do that. Mount this on a tripod. Boom. My audio will be captured over here. I'll be able to basically look straight down the barrel of the lens and see my shot. Okay, so awesome. And yeah, for me, I'm a hybrid shooter. I don't generally, I prefer the side handle method here to the top handle method. I do keep a top handle in my bag because there are often times where the top handle is going to be better than the side handle for getting like a low angle, low to the ground shot, looking up, or something like that. But for the most case, this will give me nice handheld stable footage because of the widened stance of the camera, the extra weight that the cage provides, And we've solved that microphone being in front of the screen problem by relocating it to the top of the side handle. So it's really not that heavy. The side handle can come off and you can shrink this back down in size. I just really think this is a super good little setup here. This is how I shoot the Sony a6600. When I take it out to shoot photos and videos, this is how I take it, because I honestly feel like the video is kind of shaky for a camera that has IBIS. But a simple boom cage, it's a little heavier, which I personally like. A little heft to the camera, like being able to have a little extra protection on around the camera from the cage. So cage your camera. There's nothing wrong with caging your camera. And there are also points on this now that we can put the Peak Design anchor straps, or the little Peak Design anchors. We can put these back in on the camera, so that basically we can quickly fixate our camera to our strap. There we are. Sometimes you just need a little tool to be able to pull it off. Boom. So there. Now we've reattached all the Peak Design. So this can go just like this. And normally if I'm going on a walk, or if I'm leaving my car behind to go shoot somewhere, just rig this up around the neck. Boom. And I have a nice portable, basically fully professional. I would say the results I get from this are, you know, usable in professional situations now. So for me, the a6600 being in a cage is a no-brainer. So in my opinion, to solve the problems of poor IBIS, microphone location being right in front of your screen, and extra protection, as well as mountability to a tripod very easily, a kit like this right here, not very expensive, will just make your a6600 hybrid shooting much more enjoyable. I think you're going to find that the results you get from a camera like this with the cage is going to be much better than without the cage. And I find this now fully usable for hybrid shooting. So thank you so much for watching today. This is Timmy J, Hot Pixel Imagery. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. I would appreciate it. Fair enough. If you like today's video and want to see another video pertaining to photography, videography, or hybrid shooting, click one of these links right here, and my soul is thoroughly appreciative of all of your souls. See you in the next video.